Guys, we got to talk about it. We have to talk about Petr Yan. What he's done, his redemption arc. I don't think I've seen this before, so if anyone knows or has seen something similar, please let me know. So let's take it back to where this all started and how he became champion for the first time. Rattled off 6 straight wins, setting up a fight against Jose Aldo for the vacant UFC Bantamweight Championship. I remember this fight vividly because, if I'm not mistaken, the champion had to vacate due to injury. And so Jose Aldo stepped in. It was an odd fight because Jose had just lost to Marlon Moraes. And yeah, you don't get a championship fight off of a loss. But, Dana has his favorites. Jose Aldo is a legend. But forget about all that. Petr Yan goes in there, wins by TKO in the 5th round. And that sets the stage for his first title defense against Aljamain Sterling. What happens? The unthinkable. He's winning the fight. We're in the 4th round. He's dominating Aljamain. He's rocking him. And he hits him with an illegal knee. Disqualified. Aljamain goes home with the title. And he's out for a year. So it's not like you're going to get an easy fight. No. Peter's never going to have an easy road back to the chip. That's just not going to happen. Who do he get next? He gets Corey Sandhagen. And he wins the interim UFC Bantamweight title. And then you're thinking, okay, he's going to definitely beat Aljamain in the rematch, right? Ain't no way, after dominating him for 4 rounds, clear domination, that Aljamain's going to beat him. Wrong. Aljamain gets the win at UFC 273 in 2022. And that now proceeds with 2 additional losses for Petr Yan. Sean O'Malley, arguable fight. You could have given it to either or. And I don't want to be a judge for that fight. That was insane. Then he fights an up-and-coming contender in March of 23 by the name of Merab Dvalishvili. And he loses. Guys, that's 3 straight losses. At this point, whoever thought that Petr Yan was fighting for a title is lying. But what does he do? He bounces back. Ain't going to be easy, Peter. Beats Sonya Dong. Beats Davison Figueiredo, a former champion, mind you. He beats Marcus McGee. And all of a sudden, you have a day with destiny, Peter. And who do you get? The former contender, now dominant bantamweight champion of the world, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili. I know I butchered that pronunciation, but hang with me here. And what's Merab look like? Well, after Petr Yan, back in 2023, he fought former champion Henry Cejudo. He beat Sean O'Malley for the strap. Oh, and then he had to fight another guy, Umar Nurmagomedov. You heard of him? Then he beats Sean again, but this time he finishes him. And then Corey Sandhagen. Okay? Tied the record for the most consecutive UFC bantamweight title defenses. Setting up the stage to fight Petr Yan again. And you're lying to me if you thought that Peter was winning that fight. I'm sorry. And he fought 3 times in that year prior to Peter. So this was his 4th title defense in the same calendar year. I don't like his fighting style, but you got to give Merab his props. And the fight starts, and Peter's looking good. And you're like, damn, okay. 2nd round, you start to see some takedown attempts. But, Peter's just working him from the side, from the distance, moving, keeping those legs, split, right? Not letting the takedowns happen. Stopping the takedowns. And eventually, Merab does get a few. Then the 3rd round comes along, And you're like, damn, Peter's still going at it. Nah, Marab's cardio is gonna get him the dub, right? Then the championship rounds happen, and Peter continues, and it's just activity. And you're thinking, hey, he's gonna do this. Nah, Marab's gonna choke him out or something, right? Wrong. Petr Yan completes his story. Guys, let's just recap this real quick, what he did. He was on the top of the world after beating Jose Aldo. He loses the belt to a DQ against Aljamain Sterling. He has to get a win over Sandhagen to set up another fight against Aljamain. Then Aljamain finishes him. Sorry, not finishes him, but wins. Beats him. Close fight, split decision, but wins. So now you're in the back of the line, and you got to go up against Sean O'Malley. And then you lose. And then you lose against the next champion in Merab. And then you got to have the psychological wherewithal to win 3 times, adjust the things that you did wrong against Merab, and win. What more can I say? He adjusted. He did what needed to be done. So the stage is set, guys. The stage is set for a potential bout in the summer, International Fight Week, in my opinion. And you know the UFC likes its favorites. So if Sean beats Yadong, he's fighting for the fight. He's fighting for the championship. Not that they're selling pay-per-views anymore, but, we're trying to make Paramount happy, guys, right? We need to give them something. So that's what I'm calling for the next fight. And, yeah, I'm tuning in. It's not like it was a one-sided beatdown, their first fight. So looking forward to that fight. Guys, that was my recap. I just needed to give Petr Yan his flowers. Tune in. See you guys next time. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Sunrise Sports MMA. Out.